But Cameron, man, I mean, listen, like Nathan said, the Steelers, man, they could not seem to get it together. Buffalo jumps out to that early lead. We know that the Steelers, they have lost a number of games this year where the other team, or they won a number of games where the other team outgained them. You know what I mean? Their offense has been the issue. They have relied on TJ Watt this whole game. So the fact that this game is this close is very surprising to me. But talk to me about what your thoughts of the Steelers and then Buffalo, man. Buffalo almost gave this thing away.
Right. So I'll start off by saying I think that Pickett is the answer. I strongly agree with that. Now,
Really?
I do. Now, reason being is because I remember when Ben Roethlisberger was just getting started. He had a rough couple of years, like just getting started, his injuries and all that. Then he won the Super Bowl. But I think that the way the Steelers, and we talked about the Chiefs game, it being cold. Both areas are cold, so they both are used to the cold and everything like that. But you can't allow Josh Allen now. To my opinion, I think the Bills have had a dismal defensive because they've had a bunch of injuries. As this has been the common theme. So I think that it's becoming apparent that the Steelers. I don't know if you saw the report in the beginning of the week, but they signed like Eric Rowe and they signed Miles Jack back up to the starting roster because I mean it didn't look good. They made it by the playoffs by like this much, and I think that that's if they're going to continue to be contenders as we talk about. I don't think the Steelers can play the way they have even against Arizona. I was shocked. I was like, what? They can't. They came back like what? Wait, what? And I was like, oh, okay. So, and honestly, I think that they have talent, but they just have to gel it all together. I think Matt Canada was probably needed to be let go last year, but and then the Bills. Well, I was not very happy that Leslie Frazier wasn't calling the defense anymore, but respect to him. And now that Sean McDermott called the defense this year, I think you saw a level of respect from that defense. Yeah, they didn't blitz as much, but they played a lot of zone. But the way they carried themselves throughout the whole year, as far as like through the injuries, missing a linebacker, their front four has been consistent. So I think that with that and moving on from, they have Joe Brady now as OC, right? Yeah. Moving on from that, like from the other OC, I think the Bills have a chance against Kansas City again, being in two cold areas, two cold cities. I think they have a chance, but I also think that for Mahomes to play well, they're going to need the whole unit to play well. So that's just like the whole receiving core. I think also the Bills, they need to also play well as well. So, but yeah, I think they have a shot. I want the Bills to win. I'm gonna throw that out there. Yeah, I've seen this matchup. I think 3 years in a row we've seen this matchup. I think, and even in the regular season it was tight. So, I want to see what finally, the Bills may not have the receivers. They may not have. I mean, they have Stephon Diggs, but I want to see Josh Allen elevate his game, and this is his opportunity. So,
absolutely.